Roger, 169er Alpha Bravo. We are clear for takeoff. Hey everybody, how's it going? We are going to do a quick check-in here and take a look at some of the on-chain analytics to try to figure out what is going on. I have a very high confidence level in the probability that Bitcoin is being severely manipulated right now. We know that the stock market has crashed yesterday with a medium-term downside move that was not surprising. I think everybody was expecting many of the tech stocks to fall, and some of the other sectors were also hit pretty hard. But uh, the crypto space being, a supposed risk on asset, also experienced some volatility. So right now we're looking at the Bitcoin RSI, and we are definitely within the oversold region. We are down in and around uh, 21 on the RSI currently, and continuing to move down further. The current price action, um, let's just take a quick look at where we are with price, and we are approaching the mid band in the long term. Uh, this um, this is on the bitcoinworldwide.com. It's a free website where you can access many of these analytics for free, and but it does give you, it does give you a good high view perspective of where we are and what we're doing. So, um, as you guys can see, is every time we've crossed below this mid band, we have pretty much entered into a bear market. And so, we've come down close and kind of, rode alongside this mid band historically, but um, and it has also acted as resistance too. So just keeping an eye on this right now. We are approaching the mid band, which currently resides somewhere around 31,000, 31,700. So, uh, if we do fall below 31,700, there is a good chance that we might, go below this mid band. And as you guys can see, historically for Bitcoin, every time that we've come down past this line, we have not recovered until we've satisfied the winter gods. So let's just take a quick look at the stock to flow and how we're doing with the stock to flow. I mean, we've deviated quite significantly from the trend or from the forecasted trend. So right now we are, yeah. So I don't know why the model failed. I mean, we do deviate from the trend quite often. As you guys can see, we came up, quite substantially above the forecast on several occasions, and so I guess it's not unusual for us to deviate down below. We are dealing with some unexpected variables with the interest rate hikes and um, some of the potential risks of a bubble burst in the Asian housing market. There are tensions in between Ukraine and Russia, so that also is making many investors fearful. Just it just adds uncertainty to the markets. So this is the Bitcoin power law oscillator, and as you guys can see, um, based on the median trend, again, and this is similar to what we were looking at with respect to the long-term mid-range. As we approach this median, there's just a high potential for us to slip down into the uh, into a bear market. So everything that we're seeing thus far, and let's see if we can get down into some outflows. As we can see on this chart, as the price has been falling over the past 10 weeks, we have seen that the outflows of Bitcoin out of exchanges um, has been pretty stable. I mean, we're not seeing a significant outflow. If we look back here in and around the May drop off, exchange outflows were significantly high. And what we could see here now is that the outflow has continued to taper down, but it is remaining pretty stable here. I do not see a significant change in outflows from the time that we've dumped down here in and around November. So this is the exchange inflows. Um, we are not seeing a significant inflow of Bitcoin to exchanges to sell. So that is a significant indicator telling us that whales are likely manipulating the price more so than what it is currently experiencing. So we know that. Uh, while there is not a long-term correlation between Bitcoin and the stock market, there are oftentimes some correlation, in the short term. And so, when you get significant volatility in the stock market, we also see high volatility in the crypto market. And so, but what this is saying is that, we are the price is moving down, in an impulsive move to the downside, but we're not seeing significant inflows of Bitcoin to exchanges for sale. So that means that hodlers are still hodling. So that is a good sign. Exchange reserves are continuing to go down, which is I mean, the exchange reserves pretty much flow with the price. I mean, there's obvious direct correlation there. But exchange reserves are dropping down significantly, which means that people are buying, right? I mean, that people are accumulating. So, just so, I do feel that these are a significant indicator letting us know that we are likely not entering a bear market. So, um, just something to keep in mind. And so yeah, so that's all I really wanted to talk about with respect to some of the on-chain analytics. Let's just quickly jump over to the price action. Just get over to Bitcoin here, and so right now, Bitcoin has seen a significant bounce at 38. Actually, the bounce was at 38,000 186. We did have a wick down to 37,768. If we kind of zoom in down into the lower time frames, we could see that the while we have increased, the price does look like it could see further downside, but this is on the 5-minute time frame, and so we did see a bounce, but it does look like the bulls are uh, not coming back in full force currently, but that doesn't mean that it cannot start to take off here. But we just need to keep an eye on some further downside. I do not expect that the price will go much down further than this. This is a great buying opportunity, and if we look across the board, Ethereum down at 2,787. We got Matic at $1.84. Got Cardano, $1.19. Significant buying opportunity. So Cody down at 32 cents. So Avalanche down at $72. So significant opportunities. Solana $118. So Solana experiencing significant significant sell-off here. So I did expect this to happen. If we look at the token distribution of Solana, there is a high. The team has the team and their VC investors hold a significant amount of the tokens. So yeah, they're going to try to protect their investment, and so they sold off a good significant portion of their tokens. And just one thing to keep in mind, I always look at the token metrics before I heavily invest into a coin. So I was not too impressed with the way that their token distribution was managed. So that's really, I think for now, I would say hold strong. Do not catch a falling knife. Do not try, selling at the bottom is never a good idea. We are definitely in range for a major bounce. And if we look back historically at Bitcoin, we have seen any time that we have come down to these levels, where we see a black swan event or an unusual event. I don't know if this is necessarily a black swan event, but if we could see here when during the COVID sell-off, we came down, we went from all the way from 10,628 all the way down to in and around 4,000, 3,935, and then the bottom of that wick there was on March 9th, and by March 6th, April 6th, so a month later, we were already in a parabolic move. So the price literally hit that bottom and bounced right up, and we went right up to 65,000. So just something to keep in mind, right? I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but historically, when we come down to these levels, there's just nowhere else to go but up. So enjoy your day, and keep on accumulating.
Achoo! Bleh. Bleh. Bleh.